And that's the angle. Here now a man who wants to hold the Democrats' feet to the fire over the shutdown, and has, Louisiana Senator John Kennedy. Senator, it's great to see you tonight. Thank you. Democrats have made a decision for the time being that because they had these wins in this off-year election, they have the political winds at their backs, and they don't believe a compromise on anything is what the right course is. Your reaction tonight? Well, look, I have watched this weekend where some of my colleagues said we will be out of a shutdown by Thursday. By Friday, they were very confident. I entered the week optimistic. Some of my colleagues are
meeting with the Democrats. In fact, most members of the Senate are running around like ants in a sugar bowl, like a bunch of headless chickens, in my opinion. Nowhere near getting out of shutdown. Democrats supposedly told today at lunch, we are going to have a vote tomorrow, and that the so-called moderate Democrats have come together and they are going to support us. I think they're still stamping. I don't believe they will support us. I have never believed any of this stuff around here. It's not what you say, it's what you do that shows what you believe. And everything else is just cottage cheese. I think we are going to be shut down at least 10 more days. Maybe 2 weeks.
Maybe longer than that. The job, what else to do? I have voted 14 times to up a government. They voted 14 times to keep it closed down. All they ever do is talk, and stamp their feet and keep it shut down and blame us. No, Senator, you tried to get federal workers paid tonight and then to block pay for members of Congress. What happened there? I had 2 bills. Look, I haven't been taking my salary. Some colleagues have. I'm not putting anybody down. I just think there ought to be rule for everybody. Nobody else is being paid. I don't think members of Congress ought to be paid either. I offered the Senate 2 bills. One was a spicy version. One was a mild version. I started with the spicy. Both of my bills were blocked. A bunch of Senator Rand Paul blocked both of my bills, and that was kind of a disappointment. Senator Sanders has a view on the shutdown and who's responsible. There's a revolt against Trumpism. I think Democrats have momentum. And now what is going to happen? Trump has got to come to the table and say, okay, let's make sure that premiums do not go up. Let's make sure we did not throw people off health care. He does that, we can end this shutdown tomorrow. And your response to him, Senator? A couple things. Number one, Bernie is one of the fathers of Obamacare, which has been an unmitigated disaster. Now he wants to extend it and put more money into it, which would be like putting a fresh coat of paint on a rotten wood. Number two, look, I don't hate anybody. I like Senator Sanders. Is he a light that attracts a lot of strange moths? One of them just got elected to being mayor of New York, and San Bernardino, a socialist. The socialists on the Democrat Party are in charge. Their real leader is not Bernie, as you pointed out. It's Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. She will either be, in the future, if the Dems take the House, she will overthrow Hakeem Jeffries and become Speaker, or she'll run against Senator Schumer, or she'll run for president. She is running the show for the Democrats. That's just an actual fact. Though, do you ever hear any conversation in the hallway among your Democrat colleagues, maybe the senators from Virginia, others who tend to be slightly more centrist, who are at all concerned about the Democrat Party? They won Tuesday night. Where's this going? Well, yes, I do hear it. A lot of them are scared. They said that the left wing, the socialist wing, whatever you wanted to call it, the Bolshevik wing of the party's taken over. They are moderate Democrats, have this deep abiding hatred for President Trump, that they can't accept that he won the election. And, they need to be put down their juice boxes and be adults. I don't know, drink a big old tall glass and get over it. And accept the fact that the president is the president. But they really, really can't. There really is something to this Trump derangement syndrome. Even the more reasonable Democrats just can't seem to get past it. Senator, do you agree with President Trump that given what is at stake for the country, that it's time for Republicans to consider dumping out of the filibuster rule because the Democrats are obviously going to dump out of it themselves the next chance they get and run the table? Well,